And our next guest on Oceanside Spectrum, we have Samantha Holt, Executive Director of the Armed Services YMCA. Thank you for joining us, Samantha.
Thank you for letting me come.
So, Armed Services YMCA, can you tell us a little bit of what do you do and why you do it there?
Sure, absolutely. We're a little different than a regular YMCA. We're not a swim and gym. We actually serve active duty service members aboard Camp Pendleton. Okay. So it's the Armed Services Y aboard Camp Pendleton, where we serve junior enlisted families. We also have branches in San Diego and in 29 Palms.
Oh, awesome. And some of the programs that you offer, one of the things I certainly am very interested to find out, here you are, military, holiday season is coming. What kinds of programs will you be offering our service
Busiest
people?
time of year for us. So first we'll start at Thanksgiving, and we do what's called home hospitality. That's where we place about 1,300 Marines in community member homes. Their first Christmas away from home, first Thanksgiving away from home. So our community gets to pick up a couple of Marines and take them home for Thanksgiving dinner.
That is awesome.
Yes.
So let me get this right. You pair a service member with someone local and they have Thanksgiving. That's an awesome program.
It is amazing, yes. It's quite a scene too, to march about 1,300 Marines down and put them in about 500-600 cars in a matter of 35-40 minutes.
That's the fun stuff, right?
Yes.
What other programs are happening this
Then we
holiday?
move right into what we call Secret Santa and Santa's Workshop. So again, the community can adopt a military family, purchase gifts for their family, and then bring them to our office, and we hand them out to our sailors and Marines and their families. And then we also have Santa's Workshop, where the community can donate toys, gift cards, and the family actually are referred to us, and they get to come in and have a day of shopping. They get to pick out 2 or 3 toys per child, receive gift cards, usually a holiday meal, and take that home to their family. A lot of times they're away from their own family, and this gives them an opportunity to provide a good Christmas for their children.
It's very different from the YMCAs that I am used to, because it's very much about really, what is it? Is it strengthening military families and that whole thing?
We're all about strengthening military families. We try and network families with each other in our programs. We have after-school programs, we have parent and child classes, and it's all about getting those families mixed with other families in their community and creating that support system. So when the service member's deployed or in the field, they have somebody they can rely on, since they're usually here by themselves.
And how did you become involved with this? Are you a former military member yourself, or?
I am not. My husband and I did 22 years in the Marine Corps. I say I was there the whole time. He retired about 7 years ago. And I've been working at the Armed Services Y for about 17 years now. Believe it or not, we've been on Camp Pendleton for over 75 years.
So you know the place well.
I know the place very well, and I love working with our young military families.
That's awesome. And you also have another program called, what is it, Operation Hero? Can you tell a little bit about that?
We have a lot of operations, but one of them is Operation Hero. And Operation Hero is a 10-week program for our school-age children. We work on mentoring and tutoring children that are at risk, usually emotionally, having a hard time. Sometimes they are in 3rd grade and they've already moved 2 or 3 or 4 times. So even on Camp Pendleton, there's 5 elementary schools. They can move from one end of the base to the other end of the base, which means a whole new set of friends, teachers, sports. So we're there to put them in a small group, work with them after school. It's free. And then they start creating their own network of friendships, and then they have somebody they can rely on as well.
Well, how can someone become involved now? Because I know it's a Camp Pendleton and there's security. Do you take volunteers? I'm sure you take donation, but if you want to kind of like, Armed Services YMCA, sounds cool and exciting. How can somebody?
Thank you very much. We love our volunteers. We love our volunteers. We can't do half of the stuff we do without our volunteers. So we provide access to the base, to all of our events. They can volunteer with children. They can volunteer to hand out hot dogs to about 400 Marines on a Friday. They can volunteer in our rec center. We'll take any volunteer that wants to do anything.
So we're going to make sure we post the
Volunteers,
website.
yes.
Come and volunteer, go there, and I'm sure the information is there for them to.
Everything is on our website.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Well, Samantha, I want to say thank you for joining us. This is awesome. And thank you, and we will be right back with more Oceanside Spectrum.